Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Today I'll be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for the main and co-main event of UFC Vegas 31. Islam Makhachev versus Thiago Moisés, because those are the ones I'm going to have to use, and a lot of times I use them and they get all crappy. Be sure to check out all the, I covered every fight on this card up to this point, so be sure to check those out if you haven't, and put your picks in the comments and all that. Nora, what are you doing? Stop. Because you're just making a mess. It's just stop it.
I'm making a house.
If you want to write anywhere,
I'm making a house.
do it on this one. This.
Why?
Because I need this board. This is going to go all the way down. This is the only one that's not going to go all the way. And stop like that. Make it correctly. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, as I was saying, I did cover every fight on the card. So be sure to check those out. And yeah, let's get right into this because it is getting late. Time check, late. Is it your bedtime yet? But anyway, the co-main event. This is an interesting one. We've got the bantamweight fight between the Belizean bruiser, Marion Reneau. She's coming in with a record of 9-7-1. She's taking on Cupcake Miesha Tate, 18-7. Miesha Tate is the favorite here at -145. Marion Reneau, the underdog, at +125. These lines did move. This used to be a -130. This was a +105. That means money's been coming in on Tate. And that's why they're making Reneau more attractive for the bettors, so more money. Like I said, the bookies want to balance it out. They want just as much money on each side. They just want you to bet either way. Thank you. So, anyway, let's discuss these girls, if you will. Miesha Tate is coming off a ridiculous layoff. Her last fight was in 2016. So she's coming out of retirement. She is 34 years old. Marion Reneau, 44 years old. 10 years her senior. Okay, Miesha Tate did take time off. Like I said, she was retired. Let me move these lights a little closer. Apologize, sorry about that. How's that? Better? That's better. Okay, let me double check the camera. Much better, right? Okay, like I was saying, Miesha Tate, she's been coming off, her last fight was in 2016 where she lost to Raquel Pennington, unanimous decision. Before that, she lost the belt. She was a bantamweight champion. She lost to Amanda Nunes, the GOAT, obviously. And she got the belt from Holly Holm in a rear naked choke in the third round, just out of nowhere. And before that, she has a win against Jessica Eye. That's her last four. Like I said, been out of the fight game since 2016. However, not out of the game totally, because she is the vice president of the One Championships. You know, the one that's on like Fox or something, One Championships. Her husband, Johnny Nunes, fights in that promotion, that One Championship. He lost. But because she's the vice president, she managed to get him a fight, and he did lose. They have 2 children together. She was with a fighter named Brian Caraway. He's in like Icon or some other less promotion, but that's in the past. Then she met this Johnny Nunes, and now they're, that's love of a lifetime, whatever. She's training out of Extreme Couture. She has a coach named Eric Nixick. Other potential training partners over Extreme Couture are Casey O'Neill, Gina Mazzani, and Cheyenne Baez, who, you know, we've already spoke about her and her loss to Conejo earlier in this week. But anyway, of course, on Instagram, she is looking like the best shape she's been in her life. However, I want to emphasize 2016, quite a while ago to be not fighting. And some people are like, oh, but she's had grappling contests. She's had one, and that was in 2016 too. So she hasn't had any combat sport fight since 2016. Her last one was actually a win against Jessica I in Submission Underground 2 or something in 2016. So, but yeah, on Instagram she does look good, and she does have leaked nude photos that E-Money pics made. He mentioned that in his video, and I was like, really? I never even. So I checked him out, and she looks great. E-Money's like, they're or what he said. I forgot what he said. He said they're not great. Oh yeah, they are. They're very good. They're good. Yeah. But anyway, that being whatever. She did have 2 children since 2016, so a lot has changed both in the women's UFC. I think women's MMA has evolved since 2016. It's not the same ticky-tack, pitter-patter. It's evolved. Like, it's more well-rounded. Miesha Tate's base is wrestling. That's her base is wrestling. She's out of from Washington. She used to be out of some training facility in Washington that I never heard of before. But yeah. Now let's talk about the underdog, Marion Reneau. Like I said, this was opened up as a coin flip, even pretty close to him. She was a plus 105, just a slight underdog. Now she's just a slight more of an underdog at plus 125. She has a record of 9-7-1, not a good look. However, her and she hasn't won in past 4 fights. However, listen to this murderer's row, if you will, of people that she's lost to. Her most recent loss was Macy Chazon. Before that, Raquel Pennington. Before that, Yana Kunitskaya. And before that, Kat Zingano. All known names throughout women's MMA. And this is the thing, Marion Reneau never been finished. All those losses, all her losses, all 7 losses were via decision. She's lost only by decision. I guess judges don't like her. But anyway, since 2016, what does she have? 7 fights. 7 professional mixed martial arts fights since 2016. How many did Miesha Tate got? None. So, well, the 2 in 2016, but 7. Marion Reneau's fought 7 times since 2016, okay? She does have Marion Reneau does have a 2-inch reach advantage. They're both the same height. This is win or lose, she's gonna retire this fight. She's come to realize she's 44 years old. She does have she trains out of a place called Trifecta MMA. That's in Visalia, California, where her and her husband, Armando Perez Jr., owned the facility together. And I went on, Tapology doesn't even mention, Tapology says she's training out of Rhino Elite or something, but I did a little deep dive into Marion Reneau. I'm not. I would love to deep dive into Marion Reneau. But anyway, she has that school with her husband. What's his name? Armando Perez Jr. I don't think he was ever a mixed martial arts fighter. I think he was just maybe jiu-jitsu, and he's black belt. So was Marion Reneau. I think Miesha Tate might be black belt too. I'm not 100% though. I can't say for sure. But she, like everybody knows, she is a physical education teacher out of Farmersville High School in Farmersville, California. And yeah, you can. I went to the Farmersville High School website, pulled up staff, just because I was like, where, what? And then I pulled up PE teachers, and there she was, Marion Reneau. She has her email, .farmersville schools or something, CSD, Central School System. I don't know, I forget what it was, but I'm like, no kidding. That's awesome. Good for her. My wife's a teacher, so I got a thing for teachers. I like teachers. But anyway, back to this. Marion Reneau, her pro debut was 2010. Miesha Tate's was 2007. Marion Reneau, 10 years older. You got to take that into consideration. But then you got the big layoff from Tate, 2016, dude. I mean, 6 years. Come on. So let's see what these cappers have to say. Starting with the favorite in Miesha Tate. James Lynch, he interviewed, I think, both these women, and he's staying away. He said stay away from this fight from the betting perspective. If he has to take a side, which Capper says you must pick a side. But anyway, James Lynch is leaning Tate. That's his pick, but he's going to stay right away from this fight. Greedo from Greedo Plays, he is taking Tate by decision. Then we've got MMA Fortune Teller, also on the side with Miesha Tate. He's the one that he MMA Fortune Teller is great because as he's talking and breaking down the fights, he's got the little box in the corner with his face. In the shared screen, he goes into his Instagram. He's have every fighter. He follows every single fighter on Instagram because he pulls up her Instagram and shows like recent pictures of her being all ripped and working out. She claims she's in the best shape of her fighting life, but she's coming out of retirement. I don't know. And plus, I looked at on Tapology, they have money earned or something. Miesha Tate's earned over $1 million in fighting. Marion Reneau, I think like 120,000 or something like that, 170,000. Miesha Tate, million. And Miesha Tate, vice president of one championship. So, I mean, she's got a lot of things going on. 2 kids, Johnny Nunez. I'm just saying, Reneau, she knows what she's doing. She's retiring. Whether she wins or loses, she's gonna retire. Okay? Keep that all in your heads while you're looking through this and saying, hey, which way am I gonna go? Also taking Miesha Tate, Triple P certified, all the guys from Perfect Parlay Pursuit. That's Dan, Luke, and Alex, all taking Miesha Tate. We've got What's Going On, Bleed. He's taking Tate also by decision. Now, in his show, he did say, like, Miesha Tate, I'm pretty sure it was Bleed. He was like, she's coming out of retirement and it's just not for a paycheck because she's got goals. She wants to go for a belt. So she's seeing beyond this fight. She's already has goals in mind beyond this fight. Whereas Marion Reneau, her only goal is to go back to teaching at Trifecta MMA with her husband, which is a good, happy, comfortable, stress-free life. But I would imagine Marion Reneau wants to go out on a victory. You know, she's a teacher and she doesn't want to have I lost last 5 fights in a row before I retired. I think she wants to go out, and that would be a nice victory over Miesha Tate, to go out with a victory over a former champion. That's a good one to go out on. So I don't know, the stars might line right up for Marion Reneau. I'm trying to play advocate. I'm trying to play both sides of this. Okay. We got fight night picks. Both Matt and Craig taking Miesha Tate, Cupcake. It's your boy, eBays. eBays is saying Tate by decision. Then we've got E-Money. He might not like her. E-Money's he's like as MMA fans, you know, we don't have very high standards. Speak for yourself. I do have high standards, but he's like, there's not a lot aside from Joanna and Jacek. There's not many attractive women in the MMA. Okay, weirdo. He's like, and those Miesha Tate nudes that slipped out, there's nothing. They're not even that good. I don't know. I had to change that. I had to stop looking at them. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, no, they're very good, I think. But anyway, E-Money's saying by decision, and Ronnie's MMA breakdowns. Ronnie is also taking Tate by decision. So look at all these guys taking. However, we do have a few contrarian pickers. It is not a full capper consensus. We do have 1, 2, 3 people taking Marion Reneau. 3 people that I checked out. We've got MMA Guru, not MMA Prediction Guru. Do I have Prediction Guru in here? Huh, I guess not. But MMA Guru, the one with the knit cap from the United Kingdom, he's taking Marion Reneau. Hype Check, that's Levi, also taking Reneau because of the long layoff for Miesha Tate. And Vlad, because he has to take a side, because Capper makes me take a side. So UFC celebrities and classics, also taking the older, 10-year-older Marion Reneau in her farewell retirement fight. Man, this one, I've already had like a few parlays in with Miesha Tate, but after doing research today, like I was just diving a little bit deeper. That's why I checked out her school and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna take Marion Reneau for the upset, for that plus money. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that plus 125. I'm glad I waited a little bit because it was only a plus 105. But yeah, I'm gonna take Reneau. And you know what? Reneau has never been finished. I did say that already. Tate's been knocked out. She's been submitted. She's got 7 losses, just as Reneau. Reneau's were all by unanimous decision losses. Tate, her losses she's got 3 of those 7 by submission. 2 she got knocked out, and 2 she lost decision to. And I think Marion Reneau in the game she's got of her 9 wins.
Can I have ice cream?
You always ask me right when I'm in the middle of the video. You're gonna have to wait till I'm done.
Ask you
And you already had ice cream. Yeah, you did.
What?
Yes, you did. Beat it.
I did?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna take Marion Reneau by submission. And you know why? Because I checked out. It's plus 420. Oh, that's not even by submission. Submission, it's like over 1,000. But within distance, I'm gonna take Marion Reneau within distance, and that's a plus 425. Plus 425 within distance. There you go. That's my pick and my bet for this fight. Moving on.
Everybody choosing him.
Her. Those are girls.
Her.
That's Miesha Tate, because she's pretty and she used to be a champ. And this one is older and she's lost 4 times in a row.
I want her one.
But this girl hasn't fought since you were only when she fought you were 2 years old.
2?
That was the last time she fought. 5 years ago. So, oh, you're taking her? Okay, good for you. Good for you.
Nah.
Nah. All right, moving on to the main event. We've got the heavy, disgusting heavy favorite, Islam Makhachev, taking on Thiago Moisés. Okay, let's discuss these guys. Islam Makhachev is a gross minus 700 favorite. Thiago Moisés plus 450. The line did move. It was like plus 440. It just inched up. And Islam was minus 650. Now he's a minus 700. Islam is 19-1. He is fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. Fight spirit. That's despite what Tapologists. He's training with Khabib, hands down. Him and Khabib have been lifelong friends. I mean, he was always with Khabib and his dad throughout his life. I watched an interview with John Morgan. Yeah, Vlad, I know. MMA Junkie has an interview with Islam Makhachev. And then I watched another thing called Origins, Islam Makhachev Origins. And it explains his relationship with Khabib Nurmagomedov, Khabib's family, the whole town of Makhachev or something, I forget. But anyway, yeah, he's walking down that same path of brilliance. However, he does have that flaw, so he'll never beat Khabib because he's got that one loss. Khabib's flawless. He has no losses. Makhachev has a loss to Adriana Martins. It was a knockout first round in 2015. Now you're like, who is Adriana Martins? Well, Adriana Martins, this happened in 2015. Now he's like on a 4-fight losing skid. His last promotion was called Future, and he lost in that too. And it just, after that, Islam Makhachev was his last victory. Since him, he's lost 4 in a row. Boom, 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 boom. So Adriana Martins is pretty much fell off the map, you know. Islam Makhachev's pro debut was in 2010, and he's from that promotional scene over there. He's got like M1 Global and some of that Russian regional stuff. Thiago Moisés. Let's talk about Thiago Moisés. 15-4, plus 450 underdog. Plus 450 underdog. Yes, sir. I said that correctly. Thiago Moisés, he's like 15-4. His last fight was, oh, I forgot. Islam Makhachev, his last fight, win over Drew Dober. Arm triangle, round 3. Very impressive win over Drew Dober. I had picked him for that. I picked him by submission. I picked the round wrong. I said submission round 2, but I still cashed in. I still won money off Islam over Drew Dober. Great fight. But Thiago Moisés also coming off a victory against Fluffy Alexander Hernandez. I mentioned him earlier when I was talking about Rodolfo Vieira. But anyway, Thiago Moisés, he beat Fluffy by unanimous decision. Now you're like, yeah, but this guy, he's got 4 losses. 4 losses, yes, he indeed does. Let me tell you the people he lost to. First of all, homeboy's never been finished. Just like Marion Reneau, all his losses by unanimous decision. Now let me tell you who he lost to. Most recent loss was in 2019 against Damir Ismagulov. Pretty good guy. 2018, Beneil Dariush. Another good fighter. Before that, he was in an LFA. He lost in the LFA lightweight champion. It was a vacant championship, and he lost to Robert Watley by unanimous decision in the LFA championship. And before that, his very first loss as a professional was in Atlas fights, and it was also main event for Atlas fights, and he lost to Jason Knight, and that's a regional scene in Biloxi, Mississippi, I'm pretty sure. Jason Knight took that vacant championship belt. Once again, unanimous decision, never been finished. So this is an interesting, very heavily one-sided fight. Thiago Moisés trains out of ATT. I watched a interview he had too with James Lynch, where he said he's predicting a knockout of Islam Makhachev. But you know what? Don't they all predict that? Doesn't every single fighter predict they always predict a finish or a knockout, you know, against their opponent. I've never seen a fighter say, "Oh, I think I'm gonna go in and win the decision," or "I think I'm gonna go," you know, they always say, "I'm gonna knock him out." That's what every single one says. So take that for what you will. However, in that interview, he did spit out his who he's been training with in preparation for this fight over at American Top Team, the real one in Coconut Creek, Florida. He mentioned he's in this order too. He said Renato Moicano, Nathan Schultz, Leandro Apollo Silva, and Sidney Outlaw. That's who his training partners have been in preparation for this here fight. His pro debut was 2012, so Makhachev does have the 2-year professional experience, and he's got just a few more fights here. Well, let's see, one more fight. You got 19 fights here, 20 here. Yep. What's up, Brandon? What are you doing? Getting clothes for tomorrow? Okay, good. Makhachev is 29 years old. Moisés is 26. So if you want to put that as a, you know, point for Moisés, but they're both in their 20s. That really doesn't matter at that point, you know. Let's see what these handicappers have to say for this one. I think y'all know how this is going to go. Minus 700 favorite. I think y'all know how it's going to happen. So, taking Makhachev, we've got E-Money. E-Money, also taking Makhachev. We got Ronnie from Ronnie's MMA Breakdowns. He's saying Makhachev by decision. Moisés, remember, never been finished. All his losses, all by unanimous decision against pretty good guys. He's never lost to anybody not championship material in whatever promotion he's been in. Like I said, he lost in lesser promotions, but they were main event championship bouts. You know what I mean? That one, the vacant LFA champ, that was a 5-rounder. All 5 rounds went to decision. He lost. Then we've got it's your boy eBay's. He's saying Makhachev TKO in the 4th. Yep. And you know what? I watched the Makhachev versus the Adriano Martins, however you want to say it. And he did lose, but I think that Martins caught him, rocked him, he fell to the ground, but he wasn't done. I think the ref stopped it prematurely because he fell to the ground, but he wasn't knocked out or anything. He was coming on his way back up, and Martins was going to come down with some hammers, but the ref jumped in his way and stopped it. And then Islam stepped right up, like ready to fight. But so I think that was kind of a fluke loss. I don't even see it as a loss. I think he's probably, I don't know. I'm not going to say he's undefeated because he did get that loss to Adrian Martins. But Martins, that was a fluke. He caught him, and he didn't even catch him well because it was just the ref prematurely stopped it. That's what happened. Watch it. Check it. It's on YouTube. Look for it. Check it. It's your boy eBase. Vlad is also on Makhachev UFC Celebrities and Classics. Then we've got both the Allen brothers, Matt and Craig Allen from Fight Night Picks. We got Levi from Hype Check. We've got What's Going On? It's Me, Bleed MMA. MMA Fortune Teller. Also taking Makhachev. Greedo's saying submission for Makhachev. Round 2. I don't think so, buddy. Moisés, also a black belt. Training out of ATT. I know Makhachev is the Dagestani training with Khabib, but I mean, he has that, I don't know. He's not invincible. What else we got? Greedo, the MMA Guru. He's saying by decision. James Lynch also taking Makhachev. And he interviewed Moisés. That's one good thing about James Lynch, not biased. I think he's not biased at all. He'll interview a guy and pick against him, obviously. Because this interview with Makhachev was with Vlad's favorite guy, John Morgan. Have you guys seen Bulgarian Cowboy's latest videos? He's at like some carnival or fair or something, and he's hitting this they got this punching bag, and it measures your pounds, or I don't know, he's in over Serbia, so I don't know if it's kilogram. It measures your punch pressure, and he broke a record. It's like 920 something or 930 something. I forget whatever it was, but he says he was picturing John Morgan when he was hitting the thing. Man, he does not like John Morgan. Anyway, where was I? Finally, rounding this out, we've got Perfect Parlay Pursuit. However, it is not Triple P certified. That is correct. There's one person, taking Thiago Moisés. We've got Dan, the man Bettman, and Alex are both taking Makhachev, leaving Lukey CK. Luke is taking Thiago Moisés. He says he's taking him every fight in his past. He's made a bunch of money on him. He's not going to go against what's been working for him. I respect that a lot. Perfect Parlay Pursuit. Luke. Very good. Very good. I like that. Luke, I for real, I do. I love that pick. And I mean, I can't go that far because I'm on the, the Dagestani train too. So I am gonna take Makhachev for the win on Tapology. However, I am going to hedge bet Thiago Moisés at that plus 450. Matter of fact, I already did, guys. I already put a hedge bet. As soon as I saw that 450 number, if he's never been finished, it may go to decision, and the judges it might be a trap, because you look at all these people, and the public too. Everybody's gonna have. Vegas knows the parlays. This is an anchor for a ton of parlays. Not many people, not the public, not the cappers. Moisés is going up against the world. That's why I'm not betting on Makhachev. He's my pick for Tapology. Tapology is a no money pick 'em. It's a contest thing. You pick You pick your outcome, you pick the fighter that wins, and how he wins. Decision, knockout, submission. And if you pick knockout or submission, you gotta pick the round too. So it's not like it's not a money thing. You're picking your head. Money, value, there's no value in minus 700. The value's here at plus 450 on Thiago Moisés. I think he might be able to pull that off. I already put a little sprinkled half unit play on that. So yeah, there you have it. If Makhachev does win, it's gonna be by decision, which he should. In all rights, he really should. I mean, he's been training with the GOAT. However, Moisés has been training with the GOAT facility, American Top Team. They're arguably the best. eBay's would defer, and eBay's is a big AKA, American Kickboxing Academy out of California. But I think that's because he's regionally biased. He lives in California. If you ask MMA fortune teller, he'll tell you American Top Team because he's regionally biased. He lives right down the road from Coconut Creek. So it's, I live in New York. There's not like a big New York UFC professional school in New York. New York just legalized mixed martial arts back in the early 2000s. I mean, it's one of the later states to do it. But anyway, that shit doesn't matter anyway. I'm just going off topic now, rambling. So, to recap, time check. What? Thank you. So, to recap, I'm taking Marion Reneau to go out on a victory in her retirement fight. I don't think nobody ever wants to lose. And E-Money's like, the lady doesn't even want to win. She just doesn't want to win. Dude, she wanted to win all those, but the judges don't like her because her style is slow and she's 44. She has a slow style. She's not, so judges, and I'm sure she gets outstruck. But I'm going with the grappling game here. I know she grapples daily, on the daily. She has that school, and the school is so wholesome. Like, it has children's classes, women's self-defense classes, BJJ pro classes. It's a good place. And there's no nudes floating around of Marion Reneau getting doinked. That Miesha Tate, full penetration pics. She's not even hiding it. She got showing it all. They're not leaked. That was out on purpose, guys. Of course, she knows about media. She knows about all that stuff. She's not stupid. Come on. So anyway, I'm taking Reneau for the upset, plus 125. And finally, I'm going to go with the almost capper consensus. I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev for my pick. However, I am putting a hedge bet on Moisés. Like I said, I already did. So take that for what you will. I'm going to make another bet right now. I'm going to, for the paper, for the show, I'm going to parlay minus 700 and Marion Reneau plus 125. Parlay that stuff together. It'll probably be even number. I don't know. I might not even do it because I already made that hedge bet, and I made that hedge bet too already. So I might not even parlay Makhachev because he's the biggest favorite on the entire card as the main event, which I don't like that. But anyway, gather the info. Place your bets and cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Give me that thumbs up. Go ahead, and if you haven't subscribed, please do that. I'm trying to get monetized. I'm trying to, eventually I'll get to 1,000. I'm not gonna make any fake accounts or anything like that, but I do appreciate every subscriber. God bless all of you. Fill the comments up with either way, whichever way you're going. Especially, I love contrarian pick comments. I love people taking the underdogs. I only know one dude taking Thiago Moisés. Just Luke from Perfect Probably Pursuit. Only one. If you're on the side of Thiago Moisés, please tell me in the comments, because I really love that stuff. Yeah, good luck on your bets. And tomorrow, because Dave, if he's available, I'm gonna be doing live stream with Dave tomorrow, having some brewskis. Man, that's my most enjoyable, one of the most enjoyable times of the week is Friday night when I discuss the MMA card, having some beers, end of the week, no obligation Saturday. If Dave's not available, I still might do it, but if Nora, she really wants me to do one with Vlad so she can show Vlad our kittens because he's a cat lover. Vlad loves cats. We got 2 new kids. We had a cat, Boo Boo passed away. But she died happily in her favorite outdoor spot under this bush. She just went to sleep and never woke up. So it was peaceful and all that, but her sister Nippet is over there sleeping. Nippet's still around, but Nora said we needed to get a replacement. So we got 2 more litter mate cats, a boy named Clarence and they're both kittens. And the girl's name, they didn't know if it was a boy or a girl in the beginning, so they named her Chance, but Nora renamed her Chancerella or something like that, Chancella, I don't know. But anyway, I'm sorry to go off topic, guys. Good luck on these bets, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, right? Okay, take care.